All right, so I don't know how YouTube works with the fucking videos and shit, so I'm gonna start this over. This video is my cooking video. I'm gonna show you guys how to make some burgers while drinking Steel Reserve and fucking McCormick's vodka. Now it's right before payday, so I'm drinking the cheap shit. Usually I drink Bud Ice and Sky, so you know I gotta make do. But anyway, I'm gonna be drinking that rot gut shit and making burgers. So this is what that video is about. So I took 3 pounds of beef, fucking 3 pounds. Got the fucking burgers and shit, and then I put this stuff in it. Put some Montreal steak seasoning, some garlic salt, some of this random shit, and then some cumin seed because it always tastes good in the salsa I make, and I figure why the fuck not? I'm gonna put it in my burgers. Oh, and I also put some breadcrumbs in that bitch, but I don't know. Yeah, there they are. I put some Italian style breadcrumbs. So needless to say, this fucker is seasoned to the brim, and so I made them into patties, and this is 3 pounds of beef. I made them into about patties that are like, I don't know the weight. They're fucking that big. So yeah, you can make some patties that big. You can make them smaller, bigger, whatever. Don't fucking matter. Just cook your shit and drink. That's the goal, right? And I got this little one. This is a little one for my daughter because, you know, kids got to eat too and shit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this. I got a pot, you know, because all my pans are dirty. And I figure the pot's better because it's deeper, and I don't like that fucking splatter. You know, when you cook burgers on the stove, it splatters and shit. That stuff sucks. So I'm gonna like get that pot in there and fucking. I want to smoke a bowl. Fuck. I gotta focus. I'm gonna put the lid on so I don't have to make a big old mess, so I don't have to clean up and shit and cook and clean. God dang it. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna put this motherfucker. See, this is an electric stove, so you can't control shit for heat. And either you cook it on high for boil and like 2.5 for everything else. So I'm gonna put this bitch on 2.5, right about there-ish, fucking there-ish, and let that bitch heat up. So while that shit's heating up, I think I should remind you guys that this video is cooking while drinking. So yeah, here's some Steel Reserve. I'm gonna drink that shit. Now, if you don't drink while you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. You're going to fuck up your burgers because you got to drink while you're drinking and cooking burgers, or it's just cooking burgers, and that's boring as shit. To do that, you got to drink. You know what? It's taking a while for that shit to heat up. I think I'll take a shotty shot. Take a fucking shot. Yeah. So what you do when you take a shot is you take some vodka. That's what I like to shoot. Because why the fuck not? I mean, it could be anything really. I just fucking put it in a shot as long as it's liquor. And then you put it in this glass. This is called a shot glass, in case you're a dumb fucker and don't know what this is. And then you take your shit, what is it, liquor? You pour it in that motherfucker like that. And then you drink it. Pretty simple, right? Don't overdo it. Oh, it's going to be enough. It's going to be that's going to be too much. Oh, my God. Got to drink some Steel Reserve. Okay. Now you pat your belly, and you wonder if that shit's hot enough. All right. So we got to get a lid for our fucking, it's not a pan, it's a pot. Damn, I want to smoke a bowl. So we got our pot. It's getting hot. That's a wrap. I got my pot. It's getting hot. I'm not a rapper, so I'll just stop. Put the lid on that motherfucker. And you're gonna put it up there, above the stove, behind the shot glasses. That's where it goes. Yo. What? And then you burp and close some other cabinets and try to fill time when your pot's getting hot. Not a repper. Fuck it. I'm going to just put them on there. All right. So we're going to put this. Boom. Boom. You know what? I just thought it's going to be a lot harder to flip these motherfuckers since they're in a pot. But fuck it, I've committed. So I got my burgers in my pot. Gonna put the fucking lid on. Gonna put the fucking, man, I need to get it hot. So I'm gonna move it up so it gets hot, and then I'm gonna crank it back down. I'm gonna set my kitchen timer to 420 because I want to smoke a bowl, and we're gonna start that shit. Yo. All right, let's see what else we got. You know what we should do? We should go outside and completely forget about the fucking stove. That way that shit burns. Just kidding, I'm not that drunk yet. Okay, now it's getting red. All right, it's heating up. Big heaty. About to fucking heat. Heaty, Tahiti. And then you crank it down just a little bit. And move it down. Down to the ground. Go down. I want a blowjob in a bowl is what I want. Then you get a cigarette. Now, if you don't smoke L&M Turkish blend, you can use anything. You can substitute whatever your brand of choice is. You can Marlboro Light, fucking Camels. If you're a real fucking dick, you can smoke Lucky Strikes, whatever. Nobody gives a shit that they have no filters. This is 2017, so get with the times, fucker. But you can smoke whatever you want, and then you go outside, basically. You put this shit down back to 2. There we go. Put it back down to 2.5, 2.5. And then you go outside and smoke a cigarette. This is my favorite part of the recipe because I really don't like cooking. But, you know, my wife picked up the kids today. So since she picked up the kids, I got to do an extra chore. So I got to cook and drink Steel Reserve. All right, guys, if you like this video, do some shit. I'm gonna cook those burgers, and you know how to cook fucking burgers later.